William once got so angry that he ordered his soldiers to burn down a whole town just to make a point.
No man should be judged by his exterior. Wars are not decided by single combats. He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors. The wise man will always find means to accomplish his designs. No man is wise at all times. A man is not old until regrets take the place of dreams. The only good luck many great men ever had was being born with the ability and determination to overcome bad luck. Truth is the foundation of all knowledge. He who has a great deal of experience has much to remember.
William is famous for his victory at the Battle of Hastings in 1066, which led to his crowning as King of England.
The power of fortune is confessed only by the miserable, for the happy impute all their success to prudence or merit. The wise man will make more opportunities than he finds. A good conscience is a continual Christmas. A wise man should always follow the paths beaten by great men, and imitate those who have been supremely excellent. He who overcomes others is strong, but he who overcomes himself is mighty. The only sure way of getting rid of temptation is to yield to it. When anger rises, think of the consequences. Patience and perseverance have a magical effect before which difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish. The wise man never loses anything if he has himself.
William's legacy can still be seen in modern England, where he is remembered as one of the country's greatest monarchs.
He who hesitates is lost. The most powerful weapon of the conqueror is clemency. He who overcomes others has physical strength, but he who overcomes himself is truly strong. The most powerful weapon of the conqueror is mercy. The strength of a man's virtue should not be measured by his special exertions, but by his habitual acts. A man is only as good as his word. He that speaks much is much mistaken. It is better to be brave than to be a coward. The wise man learns by the mistakes of others, the fool by his own.
When William was buried, his body was too big for his coffin, and it exploded during his funeral.
He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. God grant that I may never think the destinies of my own will. The wise man does at once what the fool does at last. A man should never be ashamed to own he has been in the wrong, which is but saying, in other words, that he is wiser today than he was yesterday. A wise man will make more opportunities than he finds. He who knows most speaks least. The surest way to keep one's word is not to give it. A wise man changes his mind, a fool never will. He who would have true peace within himself should make war upon his vices.
He became the Duke of Normandy at the age of 8 after his father died in a hunting accident.
The greatest poverty is not to leave according to one's own free will. I am determined to keep a strict guard upon my thoughts, and to take the utmost care to preserve a good conscience. He that seeks danger pays a price for its avoidance. The fool is always full of himself. A man of sense only trifles with time, while a fool wastes it. Let him that would move the world first move himself. He that studies books alone will know how things ought to be, and he that studies men will know how they are. Let him that would move the world first move himself. The wise man is always learning, and the fool is always teaching.
William's victory at the Battle of Hastings was due to his strategic planning and leadership.
It is better to be a conqueror than a slave. Fortune helps those who use their own power. He who seeks danger pays a price for its avoidance. No war should be undertaken without a just cause and the right of conquering. Knowledge is power. A wise man is never so well armed as when he knows how to suffer. He who gives quickly gives twice. The wise man knows when to speak and when to be silent. In war, truth is the first casualty.
William was so fat that he had trouble riding his horse and had to be hoisted onto it.
He who waits to do a great deal of good at once will never do anything. He who wishes to secure the good of others has already secured his own.